side, looks like only the left side finished their breakfast, coffee, everything, and the right side have done nothing. All right, a very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why the left is overtaking the right. There needs to be unison, team. This is Tally MSME Honours, so I really want to have that beautiful, amazing, and a spectacular energy in the room. Okay, one last time, and I want the center and right to please be loud, and let's make it in the unison, all right? All right, a very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. All right, that's fantastic. A very good morning and a very warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome to the 4th edition of none other than Tally MSME Honours 2024, a global platform celebrating businesses making an impact. It's the moment of pride to be hosting the 4th edition of Tally MSME Honours. It's a moment of pride, it's a moment of achievement. So let's begin this beautiful event with a round of applause to the entire team of Tally for putting together and coming until the 4th edition of Tally MSME Honours. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, to all the wonderful MSMEs seated here in the room, belated wishes of the International MSME Day. I hope all of you are aware of it. So I wish you a belated one. My name is Roshni and I'm your host for the day. It's an honor and a pleasure to have you all under one roof here today. So ladies and gentlemen, as we begin this beautiful program, a few words about Tally MSME Honours. Tally, a name synonymous with technology amongst MSMEs, started Tally MSME Honours 4 years back. Our objective is to create a platform for recognition, learning, and networking. Over the years, we expanded the property to more countries with events happening in India, UAE, Nepal, Bangladesh, and Kenya this year. The enthusiasm and participation from Indian MSMEs has been phenomenal. In fact, for India, we've covered the enthusiasm and participation from Indian MSMEs has, as I said, been phenomenal. And for India, we've covered multiple cities, hosting the incredible MSME Awards event in Mumbai and Kolkata on 27 June, Bangalore on 28 June, and Delhi on 29 June to recognize winners from different states. Over the years, the excitement for MSME Honours has increased exponentially. A testament to this is that this year, we opened up nominations in April and have received more than, any guesses on the number of applications? 10,000, 20,000, okay, any more, any guesses? I said the response have been phenomenal, so. All right, that's amazing. That's a goal we are aspiring towards. But ladies and gentlemen, the nominations were 19,000 across the world. Let's give it a round of applause on achieving that milestone. Winners are shortlisted across top 5 categories. I mean, like I said, it's a moment of honor and pride to be rewarding those amazing, very talented MSMEs from across India, right? And then we've categorized those awards into 5. And namely, those 5 categories are Wonder Woman, Business Maestro, Tech Transformer, Champion of Cause, and New Gen Icon. So these are the 5 categories under which the MSMEs will be awarded here today. Stay excited as we have the event and it's filled up with a lot to learn and cherish. We have a lot more, like it's not just awarding the MSMEs today. We have amazing set of guests doing the talking with all of you. We have an AI session. We have a specially curated workshop by an expert. We have fun-filled activities. We have my engagement with all of you and a lot more. So stay excited as we get started with this beautiful event. So with this, ladies and gentlemen, before we proceed, I'd like to take a moment and thank our supporting partners. Our supporting partners, media partner, HT Media, and our most supporting partners, DBS Bank and MyBiz by Make My Trip, for associating, a big thank you to them for associating with Tally MSME Honours 2024. So with this, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to now quickly get started with this program. As we begin, I'd like to start the program with a small video clip. And before that, a few words. Every small or big business starts with one idea, right? Yes? One idea, one thought, and a lot more, but which is just one. So every small or big business starts with one idea, one decision, one dream. Yes, it all starts with one. And that's our hashtag, starts with one. At Tally MSME Honours, we celebrate the wonderful stories of you all. Let me do not do any more talking, but play out a small video for you. So ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned, stay excited for the upcoming video clip. I request our team to please play the video. Thank you.
It all starts with one. One idea that ignites your passion. One decision that kickstarts your journey. One dream that makes you wake up every morning और आपको motivated रखता है to keep going on. No matter what, हर business के लिए एक मौका आता है to take their story to the world. And that one opportunity is right here. Tally brings you a platform for global recognition, networking and learning. MSME Honours 2024. It's bigger and better with its 4th edition, celebrating stories of resilience, innovation, creativity. Hundreds of winners will be chosen across 5 categories. Are you the one? Let's find out.
That's about it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited as Tally MSME Honours 2024 celebrates that one idea, one decision, one dream. So as we say, it all starts with a little more energy in the room. It all starts with one. So keep up the energy and the spirit. With this, ladies and gentlemen, time to have a welcome address. So may I please invite, let's welcome together with a huge round of applause, none other than Mr. Anil Bhargavan, Zonal Head, South India, Tally Solutions, to please come forward and present the welcome note. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Roshni. Good morning to all of you. And wow, that's the spirit and the enthusiasm. So welcome all of you on this day where we celebrate the recognition for the MSME entrepreneurs. In fact, Tally has been associated with MSMEs for close to 4 decades now, and it was only apt that 4 years back, our team decides to constitute this award to recognize the contribution of entrepreneurs from the MSME segment. And we have been fortunate enough to get quite a good appreciation from the industry on this. And as Roshni said, we have, this year we had close to 17,000 nominations for various categories. And 6,000, more than 6,000 in fact, of them have come from the South India. So that's also a good, very good news to all of us. So that's about MSME award. During the course of the day, we'll hear a lot about the MSME, its contribution to India's economy. But I wanted to dwell upon a small but an important aspect of MSMEs. Yeah. So the business processes of MSMEs are quite often, or maybe occasionally referred to as unstructured. Yeah. And I don't know if it is mentioned with a positive connotation or a negative one, but having worked with SME for last close to 25 years, I can 100% say that that's the beauty of MSME, right? There lies the beauty, whether you call it unstructured or whatever it is, there lies the beauty of the MSMEs. Because that allows them the flexibility to operate in the market with an unrestricted method. Because if it was not there, that would have deterred the growth of those MSMEs, and also the customers of MSMEs who also happen to be large and very large enterprises, right? So just imagine you not being able to purchase because your goods are not supported with purchase order, or for that matter, you're not able to sell because there is no sales order which is attached, or there is no payment confirmation from the customer. It will be very difficult to work in such an environment, right? While there is some structure which is required. So I would want to replace this unstructured with flexible ways of working or flexible business processes for MSME. Yeah? So with that positive connotation, I once again welcome you all on this day where we celebrate the recognition of MSMEs. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Anil, for that present welcome note. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we move on to the next agenda, we'd like to moment and thank all the jury members for their efforts and energy in shortlisting the top rock stars who are the winners sitting here today. So, can we have the jury members, please? Ladies and gentlemen, let's clap for them for all their dedication, time and energy that they've put in shortlisting the winners for MSME Honours 2024. Thank you. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to have a special address to the audience. And to do the honors, I would like to invite on stage, but before I invite, a few words about the man himself, none other than Mr. Tejas Goenka, Managing Director, Tally Solutions. Let's give him a round of applause. A few words about him as I invite him on the stage. Mr. Tejas Goenka is the Managing Director at Tally Solutions, working on making connected business environment a reality for small and medium businesses via the next generation Tally product roadmap. And I have a lot more.
Behind my back may be better.
All right, a lot more. So ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you, Roshni. So guys, thank you so much for coming. I just want to build on a little bit of what Anil had said and share the story of why we started MSME Honours 4 years ago. 4 years ago, we were the world had come to this incredible standstill. And I think in the day-to-day work and the day-to-day rush that we've had, as a family, my grandfather and my father used to own this small-scale industry in near Richmond Road somewhere, near Olympic Sports, if you all know Bangalore. And unfortunately, one day, or now we say fortunately, one day that factory had burnt down. It was a small-scale business, a 6 small-scale bobbin manufacturing company. Since that time, we've been an MSME. Since that time, we became a technology-making MSME. And we've been serving this community, I think, for now close to 40 years. But when COVID happened, I think we were all shocked at how this community actually contributes to the economy. You hear statistics that MSMEs contribute to 30% of India's GDP, some number of exports, some amount of employment. But the true impact we felt was when nothing could happen. But somehow this community actually made it work. There was uncertainty. There was community efforts that we all were making to feed not just our employees, but their families, to feed our communities. Whatever we could do, we were doing. And I think we recognize that there is this resilience, there is this drive that this community really stands for. So what we wanted to do in our small capacity was to bring out some kind of platform that recognizes... The startup that Wow. Has to happen there. That recognizes, I think, the efforts that this community makes. When we look at newspapers, we all hear about big companies. When we look at online news, we all hear about startups and the exciting stories of fundraising. But there's so much that this community stands for, and our job was, can we do something small at our end to recognize this community in the community that we work in, basically. So over these 4 years, I think the team has done a fabulous job to bring out some incredible stories. One story I learned of in the first year was about someone who makes makhana, the foxnut seeds, right? And I had no idea that there's a small town in Bihar that contributes to nearly, I think, 80 or 90% of all makhana making. And this person is from that town. And all he wanted to do was help those farmers. What an incredible story. And it's those types of stories that for us make that difference, give us that inspiration. And we wanted to do a few things beyond just the recognition. What we've been trying to do is over the course of the year, we engage with the winners. We try to get them to share their stories. We try to get them to share their lessons learned and be inspirational pillars in the community. So for us, it's a really, really small way of saying a very big thank you for what you all do. And genuinely in my mind, if we have to look at leaving behind a better world for our children, it is this community that will make that difference. The innovation that is possible. So if you want to build new technology in packaging, sustainable packaging, it'll come from this community. If you want to build new technology in better ACs or better lighting or green technologies, it'll come from this community. It's not going to come from anything else. In fact, I was talking to Dipendu yesterday. He was at an event that I was also at. He does products that help financial inclusion. All of it happens in this community. So in my mind, the next several years, the next several decades, and that India story will happen as long as this community is bright and as long as this community is shining. So thank you all for being who you are, and thank you all for just coming here and letting us celebrate and play a small role in your lives. I wish you all the very best, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the winners have in store. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Tejas, for that warm note to the audience. It was a pleasure listening to you. So, ladies and gentlemen, moving on, it's now time to invite our honorable chief guest onto the stage. And as I invite her, a few details about none other than Srimati Uma Reddy. A few words before I invite her on the stage. Uma Reddy, BE from UVCE, a first-generation entrepreneur, successfully running an ISO 90012-2015 certified MS High-Tech Magnetics and Electronics Private Limited, manufacturing transformers, coils, etc., and delivering critical technology products to its consumers for the past 3.5 decades. As a social leader, she has championed issues of MSMEs and being an active part of trade associations, understands the challenges, concerns, and opportunities, and has constantly responded to the needs in the direction of policy advocacy, facilitation, conducting need-based events at FKCCI, etc., upholding the values with learning and sharing. She has also focused a lot on women entrepreneurship development. Uma Reddy has handled various committees as a chairperson, Export Excellence Awards, Women Entrepreneurs, International Affairs, Manthan, Enterprise Development, Technology and Innovation Committees, etc., and a lot more. And a word of pride and honor gives me immense pleasure to share that she is the first woman vice president of FKCCI. So with this, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it a round of applause to none other than Srimati Uma Reddy, and also gives me a lot of pride that she's also a dear friend of mine. So with this, ladies and gentlemen, over to ma'am.
Mr. Tejas, Mr. Anil, lots of friends from the industry, and a lot many more that I would love to meet. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, namaskara. So it's obviously died down the whatever Roshni's efforts. Anyway, it's always a pleasure, and I always believe that whatever happens, happens for the good. Mr. Ramesh Chandra Lahoti, the president of FKCCI, was supposed to be here this morning to share his thoughts. And he had something urgent coming up, and he requested me if I could do that, and late last night. So I said, fine, I would be, and I'm so glad that I'm here this morning. One, it's always glad to be part of a family event, and I always believe that Tally is like a family for two reasons. One is the fact that as an entrepreneur, when I started my business nearly 4 decades ago, and at a time when it was analog days, we're now in a digital era, but those were the analog days when we had no PCs or no computers, and we had a proper ledger book. And when Tally came in, it was really, really heartening for us at that point. So a big round of applause for Tally for, their efforts and initiatives at that time. And the second, wearing the hat of FKCCI as a vice president, we have Mr. Tejas' dad, Mr. Goenka, who actually was felicitated for the Sir MBA award. It's an award that we give on our Founders Day, and every year it's given to one special person. So for Mr. Goenka's contribution to the state of Karnataka and to the MSMEs at large, we have him as a Sir MV awardee, and a few years back, and we also have a room that is dedicated to Tally, and we still use the Tally Hall. So a big round of applause to Tally once again. It's always very nice, when you listen to statistics and, understand how many MSMEs are there, and it's quite heartening when we hear 63 million MSMEs across the country. But quite often, and these are the registered MSMEs in the country, but there are that many more so-called in the unregistered and informal sector. And why is it heartening? It provides an opportunity for every entrepreneur to reach out to them and get them on board and being part of a formal, business enterprise. And also for all the entrepreneurs to find opportunities to do further B2B business. So out of this 63 or 65 million enterprises, you must remember that 95% of them are micro entrepreneurs. And that's a huge number that we are talking of. And we just have the balance 5%, which covers the small scale enterprises, and another 1% that is the medium scale enterprises. So when you think of that as a background, you really feel that there is a huge opportunity, be it for entrepreneurs, be it for associations like FKCCI, and be it for corporates like Tally, to say there is this huge number of enterprises that are waiting to grow. And I was just talking to Punita in the morning. I said, it's great time to be right now. You have a great economy. We are there leading the country. People are talking of the 4 trillion economy that is coming up, talking about Viksit Bharat. We are talking about 2030 agenda for MSMEs. So what is it all? Today's MSME International Women's Day International MSME Day is also with the theme of building a stronger future together. And to build that stronger future together, we all need to be part of these great networks, be part of organizations. And that's the role an organization like FKCCI plays. So what is the Chamber of Commerce founded by Sir M. Visvesvaraya 108 years ago? Focus was largely on policy. Started with policy advocacy in, this was in 1916. I think there was a much larger need at that point of time. But even now, policy advocacy is very important because with the government to frame norms, to frame acts, to frame memorandums, an organization like FKCCI is able to bring to the table all the issues of the industry for ease of doing business, for better policies, for better tax systems, and that's one of our fortes. The second thing is for entrepreneurs, what is it that we need? We need training, we need skill development, we need people with skill sets. This morning I read out, opened my WhatsApp news message and said L&T is grappling with, not available skilled manpower for the construction industry. They need 25,000 engineers. That's a huge number. And somewhere that matchmaking needs to happen. You want to have skilled manpower, and there are companies who need manpower, and there are that many who are still very unemployed. So I think those are areas that FKCCI tries to support, doing training programs, plan to set up a skill development center in Dobbespate, and that's an area that we like to work. The third important is for every entrepreneur, I would say, is access to finance. We know we have financial institutions. We know there are certain norms in with which the finance is given. But yes, there is a policy practice gap. Access to finance is always a Herculean task, very often not being able to avail it for various reasons. And I think women entrepreneurs face it all the more. So that's an area that FKCCI tries to support, trying to facilitate access to finance. The fourth, and something which is very important, which I was part of yesterday, is sustainability. And I think Tejas also talked about, being resilient in terms of the difficult times. We all went through a COVID. We've all gone through, in my 4-decade career, I've seen a lot of ups and downs. It was a closed economy at that point of time. Now it's great times, but we never know what's going to strike us at any given point of time. So very important to ensure we sustain, we remain resilient, and most important, we have that focus on sustainability of our businesses, including ensuring that we have good water, better air, and a better life ahead for the next gen. And we are able to leave that, which means that we need to do a focus a bit more as small enterprises. Quite often, this is considered sustainability is for largely the medium and the large enterprises. They talk a lot about sustainability. They talk about not leaving a carbon footprint. But I think, when you look at the 95% who are the micro entrepreneurs, who are probably most of them are not aware of what is needed in terms of the sustainability development goals, a larger need is there for us as a whole to focus on it, and FKCCI tries to do that. The fifth and the last, I would say, is inclusivity, all kinds of inclusivity, but special inclusivity on gender. I personally have 90% of my staff are women, so I try to get in more women, but there are a lot more other sex, like the differently abled who needed to be included, and that's an area of focus that all of us need to do. I think with these kind of overall areas that we need to focus on, as an organization, FKCCI tries to build these networks, tries to get all of them to be members of the organization in any which way, be an active participant in the growth of and the scalability of a small-scale enterprise. So kudos to all the awardees of for this morning. And thanks to Tally for ensuring that you are doing this. This is the 4th consecutive year that you are giving away with these awards. And I always believe that an appreciation of any kind will go a very long way. You want to do that and you want to achieve more. And thanks to Tally for handing over these awards to all the awardees. And when Roshni said that out of 17,000, you are the select few who are going to receive the awards, a big shout out and a round of applause to all the awardees today. So with those few thoughts, thank you very much. I wish every MSME a great future, scalability, and looking forward to all of them following the ESG norms that are needed of the day, and then you draw your own trajectory of success. Thank you very much.
May I request you to please stay back? We have to felicitate you. So thank you, Uma ma'am, for presenting such insightful and informative talk to the audience. So it's a pleasure, and like I said, it's an honor to have you here as part of Tally MSME Honours 2024. May I now request our MD, Mr. Tejas Goenka, to please come on stage and request to facilitate our chief guest, Mrs. Uma Reddy. So ladies and gentlemen, it's a moment of honor and felicitation. Let's give it a round of applause to this wonderful association. The energy has to be on. Audience, I'm coming to you shortly. Fantastic. May I request both of you to please stay back? It's the beautiful moment to kickstart the awards. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you all excited? With this energy, you are not going to get the trophies. It's Tally MSME Honours 2024. So, are you all excited? Are you ready? All right, and I am as excited as you guys are. So with this, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce the first category of award here today. And the first category is New Gen Icon Award. A little context about what this award means. New Gen Icon Award is presented to those amazing entrepreneurs, the rock stars, who have identified a gap in the market and have built innovative solutions to bridge that gap. So ladies and gentlemen, on that note, I have a small video clip about the New Gen Icon. Can we please have the video?
The startup that identified one big market gap and introduced the most fantastic new solution. Inspiration coming, be ready. Or should I say, beep ready.
Hi, I'm Abhishek, winner of Tally MSME Honours New Gen Icon Award and co-founder of Beepcart.
Only in Bangalore and Chennai for now, and already Beepcart is India's largest and most trusted place to buy and sell quality second-hand two-wheelers.
The second-hand two-wheeler market in India is fragmented with huge trust deficit between buyers and sellers.
With used vehicles, people have trust issues and have to go through a lot of hassles.
So we created a platform that solves for trust and convenience.
At Beepcart, you can buy a certified refurbished bike with a 1-year warranty, 3 free services, and 3-day love it or return it policy.
In a short span, we have served 35,000 customers in Bangalore and Chennai. Our customers really love us.
Wow! Now that's how you identify one solid market gap and offer brilliant innovative solution to become the market leader. Undoubtedly, they are the new gen icon of Tally MSME Honours. One market gap, one idea, one fantastic solution. Look, it all starts with one.
Fantastic! There was an amazing clip of New Gen Icon. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it's now time to call upon the winners. But before that, I would like to announce the special gifts, the presents and hampers along with the trophy that our winners are going to get today. So the gifts and the presents are presented by our supporting partners DBS. The gifts from DBS are a nil processing fee for imports and export transactions, DBS Business Edge Preferred, AQB waiver for first 6 months, preferential pricing on TFX accounts, preferential salary account benefits, and FFD, which is Flexi Fixed Deposit. And the gifts from MyBiz by Make My Trip are, for the winners, MyBiz by Make My Trip, as you all know, it's the #1 leader in corporate travel and expense management, is giving out rupees 5,000 credit to their MyBiz wallet and a 3-month MyBiz Plus subscription that gives amazing benefits like free hotel stays, 10 free flight cancellations, and 3 free seats. So let's clap for our supporting partners for presenting these amazing gifts to the winners out there. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it's time to have the winners on stage. And the first winner, in no order, we have top 5 winners, and I would be calling one by one. The first one to receive the order as part of Tally MSME Honours 2024 is none other than Dr. Subhash Narayanan from Saskun Meditech Private Limited, the founder and CEO, to please come on stage. There he is. More energy. Come on, everybody. That's the moment of honor. Let's keep the energy on, people. Come on. And I request our MD, Mr. Tejas and Mrs. Uma Reddy, to please present the award. Thank
you very much, Dr. Subhash. Congratulations. I request the winners to please come and wait on the right side because we'll have a group photo with the rest of the winners. And the next winner in the New Gen Icon category is none other than Mr. Prabharan Venugopal, founder and director, Mahisha Foods and Beverages Private Limited. Let's give him a round of applause. More energy in the room. Come on, everybody. Congratulations. Audience, the energy needs to be on. Come on, let's celebrate with the rock stars out here on the stage. And the next winner is none other than Mr. Deependu Bishwas, the director of Tarisa Technologies. There he is. Congratulations. A moment of pride and honor to our very talented entrepreneurs. Congrats again. And the next winner is none other than DC Shekhar, Managing Director, Alphamers Limited. There it is. Many congratulations to you, sir. Let's cheer up. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the fifth and the last winner in the New Gen Icon category. Any guesses? It can be me also. The next winner, the final winner in this category is none other than Mr. Raghvendran Damodaran, Director, Krithvi Enterprises. We can't see you around, sir. Wherever you are. Okay, I think he's coming. All right, so in that case, okay, we'll keep the trophy aside and we'll hand it over to the enterprise later. But on that note, we're done with the first category, which is New Gen Icon category. I request all the winners of this category to please come on stage and we'll have a beautiful group photograph with the chief guest and our managing director. Yes, everyone. All of you, please come with your trophies. That's an honor that has to be displayed. Congratulations. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's clap for all the winners. These talented rock stars have identified a gap in the market and have built amazing, excellent solutions for bridging the gap in the market. I request the winners to stay back. Check. All right. Any of you, if you'd like to take a few seconds, I request the winners to please come back on stage. The winners, if you'd like to take 30 seconds or a minute and share your experience about how you feel achieving this milestone and how did you just make it to being here on the stage.
Thank you. Good morning, all. So, myself, Prabhakaran. I am from Madurai. So, I own a brand called Cuptime. I'm the founder of it. In Cuptime, what we do is we deliver tea and coffee to corporates, banks, and offices on a regular basis in a thermo flask. So, we are dealing around 1,000 plus customers. We are delivering around 15,000 cups per day. So, our partner Tally, with this technology, we could able to scale because dealing 1,000 plus clients with the accounts, it's not an easy deal. So we are dealing with that, and we have a mobile app and those cloud applications and CRM. It's all integrated with Tally. With this Tally, I'm proud to say that I could able to scale up this my business. And about this award, this motivates us to move forward. Right now, we are in 2 cities, and we are planning to scale up. With this award, we are more confident that we can scale up in many cities. Thank you.
Thank you, Tally. First of all, it's such a household name. What we do is we develop technology to clean rivers, robots to clean crude oil tank, eliminate man in tree, harness ocean energy, that kind of stuff. What I like to share very quickly in a few words is, we are up against MNCs from Europe and things like that. That's okay. They have a lot of advertising budget, a big scale. But the world, the minerals and mines may not be very equitably distributed, but the human intelligentsia, the human intellect is very equitably distributed. My strength is inside my head. And my ability to design cannot be taken away by anyone. And we make better technologies than them. Thank you. That's the strength. And on one more thing, the other gentleman told about versatility. I'll say that is also a strength of an MSME, where the structure becomes bureaucratic, where it is flat, where you can quickly respond. And I always believe innovation is a single-man sport. It's not a team event. That's my personal belief for various reasons. And that is why as an MSME, we have been able to connect the dots so well, solve the problems. As of today, technology is not there for a team to network their minds together. You can see the PowerPoint, all of you. Here the same spoken words, but the 3D image that is running inside your head is pretty different. Innovation requires that you're all on the same page, so one person does it better, and that's the strength of an MSME. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your kind and very insightful words. It's a pleasure listening to you. So once again, many congratulations to all the new Gen Icon category winners. On that note, a big thank you to our MD, Mr. Tejas, and our chief guest, Mrs. Umar Reddy, for staying back and felicitating our winners. Thank you, ma'am. It's an honor to have you here. Thank you, sir. So with this, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with the first category awards. And now it's time for me to come to my audience. Ready? A surprise is going to come your way. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so this is my favorite part, all right? Then being on the podium and doing a lot of speeches and announcing the speakers, I love being with my audience, all right? So now I'm going to quickly conduct an icebreaker activity, a quick game, okay? And I want all of you to be very participative, smiling, laughing, enjoying. It's a brain teaser. You got to be very quick, use your brains, give me the answers, and the member in the audience who's very interactive, very participative, get exciting goodies from me, all right? Ready? Yes. I need a lot of energy in the room, always. Okay, perfect. So now, I have a little important questions to ask, but I reserved it for round 2 because I wanted the first round to be a little lighter and fun-filled, okay? So now the first question is, ready? Be geared up. It's first come, first serve. If you know the answer, quickly raise your hand. The mics are here. Yeah, the mics are with my volunteers. They'll pass on the mic, and you got to be quick, okay? Okay, the first question is, name 5 companies that have... So much of silence, huh? Looks like a competition, though. Okay, so name 5 companies that have a red color in the logo. Quick, 5. You have to tell all 5. Raise your hands, tell all 5. Fast, fast. Okay, there. Come on.
Tech Mahindra, Robert Bosch, Mahindra, DBS.
Wait, Tech Mahindra, be louder.
Tech Mahindra, Robert Bosch, DBS.
Time up. Next, pass on. It's a rapid fire round, so you got to be very quick. Next. There he is. Stop Googling, guys. Come on, faster.
Yeah. DBS, Tech Mahindra.
DBS can't be repeated. Tech Mahindra can't be repeated. It's done.
Okay,
there are a lot of logos, ma'am. I have a list of 20 in my hand, which has a red color.
Oracle,
okay.
Make My Trip.
Okay.
Toyota, Honda.
Time up, ma'am. Time up. 4. Okay, next one.
Yeah,
okay, here he is.
Coca-Cola, Red Bus, Red Taxi.
Once again, Coca-Cola, Red Bus.
Red Taxi.
Red Taxi.
Yeah, that's a brand. And Airtel and Reliance Smart Shops.
Reliance Smart Shops.
Yes.
Does that have a logo?
Smart. Yeah, it's a red color.
Okay.
The theme is red color.
Sure, team? Not sure. Where we are not sure, we don't give points. Can you give another fifth answer?
Okay.
No prompting, come on. Who's trying to help? Okay, good. Clap for him, guys. 4 were right. Actually 5 were right. Anybody, any more? Any more? There are a lot more. Somebody like unique options? Yes.
Pizza Hut, KFC.
I think sir is a foodie. See? Yeah. Pizza Hut, KFC, McD.
McD is there. Netflix is there.
Netflix.
DBS is there.
Sir, which company are you from, sir?
Yeah, from Lucid.
So, sir is only interested in KFC, Pizza Hut and Netflix. That's what sir love. What's your name and your intro?
Hari Krishnan.
Hari Krishnan.
Yeah.
I hope your manager is not around. Yeah. Which company are you from?
Lucid plus IT Solutions.
All right. Clap for him, guys. Many congratulations. You guys were very participative. I mean, I had a lot of them in my list. It was Canon, Netflix, McD, Pizza Hut, Airtel, Toyota, McAfee, and a lot more. Okay? So moving on to the next one. To everybody who answered, can you please raise your hands? And I request our volunteers to please pass on the goodies to the people who participated. Okay. So the next one is again very interesting. Since it's all business, I've kept it around the theme of business. All right? So the next ones are... How many are aware of a tagline? Every business carries a tagline, right? Yes? And it's very interesting, right? I love when companies have a tagline because it, in a way, conveys the vision and mission of the company, and it's a connection. Having just a company name is cool, but when you have a tagline and elaborate, it just connects you to the customers. Agree? Yes? Okay. On that note, my next activity is on the tagline. So what I'm going to do is calling upon the tagline of the brand. And what you have to do is, if you know the answer, raise your hand up and tell us your name and tell us the answer. And first come, first serve. The one who raises first gets the mic. Ready? Yes. Ready? Yes. Okay, fantastic. The first one is, I just hope I keep it tough for you guys, but let's see. The first tagline is, do what you can't. Anybody, don't prompt, just raise your hand. Do what you can't. Anybody, no Googling, huh? Please keep your smartphones aside. Okay, he's raised the hand. Please pass the mic. So please tell us your name quickly and the answer.
Prabhakaran. The answer is Samsung.
Clap for him. Wonderful. Do what you can't belongs to Samsung. And the next question is, you can sit down. Belong anywhere. Belong anywhere. Come on, think. Related to, I can give you a clue. It's related to travel and hospitality. Yes, there she is. She was the first one. Sorry. Yes. Quickly. Belong anywhere. Airbnb is the right answer. Very good. Are you an Airbnb customer? But you know everything. Okay, very good. Let's go. The next one. Let's go places. Any guesses? Yes, 2 of them out there. Let's quickly run and pass the mic.
Is it Indigo?
No. No. Any guesses?
Toyota.
Toyota is the right answer. Okay. The next one, I'll keep it an easier one. Okay. When I say the first word, I know the answers are coming to me. I'm just making it easier for all of you. Work hard, have fun, make history. A company very close to my heart, for obvious reasons. Any guesses? Raise your hand. Work hard, have fun, make history. It's an e-commerce giant of the world.
Amazon?
Amazon! Give him a round of applause. Work hard, have fun, make history. The next one. The next one is save money, live better. Yes, everybody's like, I know this, but it's not coming. Save money, live better. Come on. Like the Walmart or Walmart? It is Walmart. He says, like the Walmart, save money, live better, belongs to Walmart. The next one. We are giving you the goodies after the round. Calm down, sir. Or you can hold me. I am right on the stage. You can hold me accountable. The next one is, who are the foodies right here? Foodies in the house? A lot of them, so I think you will have the answers. The next tagline is, have it your way. Any foodie? Who's the KFC man out there? Have it your way. Do you want to guess?
Is it Subway?
No. No prompting. Just raise your hand there.
It's Burger King.
It's Burger King. Sir answers for the second time. Clap for him, guys. Second answer. This is the second goodie you're winning, along with the award, by the way. Okay, the next one. All of us are Indians in the room, right? So this one is definitely easier. So I want a lot of answers to come, right? Okay. I think within half you'll already know, but let me prompt that to you. It's Dar ke aage jeet hai. Sir, O is not the answer. You have to give me the answer. It's Mountain Dew. Give her a round of applause. I think most of you knew it already. I just made it easier for you guys. The next one, quickly. The Taste of India. Who is going to sing the brand song for me now? Anybody? The brand song of Amul? Yes, please. That's going to be funny, okay?
Amul, the taste of India.
Clap for him, guys. I mean, that's really sweet and nice of you to sing this song. The next one, again, an Indian one, is Desh Ki Dhadkan. Anybody? Come on. Hero. I think there also sir said, start prompting because these guys are not letting you all to answer, but Hero Honda is Desh Ki Dhadkan. Okay? Now is a little tough one. Let's see who answers this, okay? I'll be more on my center and the right. I want you guys to be more participative, okay? Come on. So the next one is, I am what I am. Anybody? It's a very cool brand. How many sports enthusiasts in the room? None. Sports and fitness enthusiasts, so you guys should know. I am what I am, so it's related to fitness and sports. That's the clue. Who said Reebok? That's the right answer. Clap for her, guys. Let's give it a round of applause. Nike is just do it. Who said Nike? It's just do it. All right. So, and now is my final tagline, and after which I have to proceed towards the agenda. The last one is, let's see who answers this. Okay. Again, this one is my favorite brand. Okay. Don't dream it, drive it. कार है कोई तो सर को पता है कार है कोई तो don't dream it, drive it. Come on. He's there. Hyundai. Okay, no.
Do I guess, is it a BMW?
No. No. It's definitely a premium brand. Now what you're going to guys do is tell me all the names and I'll say, yeah, that was the winner. Any guesses? Who said Jaguar? He's right. Clap for him, guys. Jaguar is the brand who says, don't dream it, drive it. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it was amazing interacting with all of you. Like I said, this is my favorite part where I come here, interact with my audience, put you all in the hot spot and get answers from you. It was amazing interacting with all of you. With this, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to the next category of awards. Thank you. All right, thank you. Yeah, because you got 3 of them, huh? Thank you very much. It was fun interacting with all of you. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, the next category, the much awaited moment is here because it gives me immense honor and a pleasure to announce the next category of awards. And the next one is called Champion of Cause Announcement. And they are called the Champion of Cause for obvious reasons. So this category of award have contributed towards a better purpose for global well-being. As the name itself suggests, the business that they are running, right? the entrepreneurship that they are into it is contributing towards global and societal well-being. And that is why the award name is called Champion of Cause Awards. So with this, ladies and gentlemen, I move on to announce the winners. But before that, I would like to call upon our speakers on the stage to felicitate the winners. So let's put your hands together and welcome Mrs. Jayati Singh, Chief Marketing Officer, Tally Solutions, to please come on stage. More energy in the room. Come on, everybody. And along with her, I now have our finance head, Mr. Tamaya, to please come on stage. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the first winner in the Champion of Cause Awards is none other than, any guesses? Any guesses? Like I said, you can also say it's me. Okay, the first winner in the category is none other than Mr. Hitesh Kaswa and Dr. Nidhimani Karunamurthy, the Director of WinPlus Private Limited. Let's give him a round of applause. More energy in the room. Come on. So, ladies and gentlemen, a few words about WinPlus Private Limited. WinPlus Private Limited stands tall in the wind energy sector, leading with a commitment to sustainable growth and community development. Their exceptional EPC services and dedication to social and environmental responsibilities reflect their unwavering mission to drive positive change and enhance skill development through strategic partnerships with educational institutions. That's a lot, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it a round of applause to the team out there. I request the winners to stay on my right. We'll have a group photograph in the end. So the next winner from the Champion of Cause category is none other than Mr. A.V. George, Director, AVG Motors Private Limited. More energy. It's a moment of honor. So we want you to walk in style and come with all that energy. Congratulations. A few words about AVG Motors Private Limited. A trusted name since 1938, champions societal upliftment through employment opportunities, job fairs, and educational scholarships. Their holistic approach in nurturing young talent and providing career support epitomizes their dedication to community well-being and sustainable business practices, creating lasting impacts on the society. That's a lot to have. Congratulations to the team. The next winner in the category is none other than Dr. C.N. Manoj, Director Operations from Pelican Cantera Private Limited. There is. Many, many congratulations. A few words about the company. Pelican Cantera Private Limited revolutionizes waste management with sustainable solutions, transforming waste into valuable resources. Their pioneering efforts in composting, recycling, and reducing CO2 emissions not only benefit the environment but also generate sustainable jobs, predominantly for women, showcasing their commitment to societal and environmental progress. And now, ladies and gentlemen, moving on, the next winner is none other than Mr. Sendil, founder and owner, Epic Power Systems. Let's give him a round of applause. Many congratulations to Mr. Sendil. Mr. Sendil, okay, I think you are not around, so we move on and we keep the award and facilitate it later. The next one and the final winner in the champion of course category is my new friends now in the room, none other than Ms. Punita Lakhani, founder and owner, Modern Mirabai. Congratulations and more energy in the room. Come on, everybody. Come on, team, let's cheer up. Modern Mirabai, led by Punita Lakhani, empowers individuals navigating the challenges of divorce through comprehensive support and resilience coaching. Her mission to normalize divorce, eradicate stigma, and foster mental well-being reflects her unwavering commitment to societal progress and emotional healing, guiding countless individuals towards reclaiming happiness and strength. That's an amazing initiative. Thank you so much and many congratulations to all the winners out there. So may I please request all the winners to please come along with your trophies onto the stage for a beautiful group photograph. Time for a group picture. Please come with your trophies. All right, now is the moment, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, many congratulations to all the proud winners. Yes, I really want to thank you all for picking up such an amazing initiative. You guys are called champions of cause, which means you're contributing to global and societal well-being, which is so amazing. You identify what are the problems and try to help the society. That's nothing like it, right? Business is always there, but helping each other, we're all one, right? So helping each other is an amazing initiative. So let's clap for them once again, audience. A little more energy, come on. Congratulations. I'd like to hear from the winners. If you could take 30 seconds and share about how you feel or why did you choose the topic. Anything you want to share. I'll start with you, sir.
Good morning, all. I am representing AVG Motors, Kottayam. So it's thanks MSME and Tally for this wonderful award. This award, it's like an inspiration and motivation for us to strive ahead. So thanks once again for this wonderful facilitation and award. So let's hope it will be like, since we are associated with the automobile industry, it's like a pedal to the accelerator to strive ahead. Thank you.
औरों में खुद को खोकर, औरों में खुद को खोकर मैं को पाना बहुत बड़ा काम है, जीना इसी का नाम है. I work with people who are going through divorce, separation, heartbreak, relationship issues, and help them, empower them to come out stronger with all the respect and the happiness they deserve. It started with me and my story, and I made this my own mission 4 years back when I started to help 1 million people on this journey and help them see how beautiful a life is. Divorce is just a diversion in the road. It's not the end of the road. That's my mission and my message to the world. Thank you.
Thank you. We are very happy to be here. Honored to hold this award also. First time for WinPlus. We are into green energy, that is renewable energy. Okay, so today, if whatever the lighting we are using or the electricity which we are using, only 20% is the contribution from the renewable energy, which we want to make it net zero by 2070. That is the government of India's target. WinPlus is committed to be a greener future. That is our commitment. And coming back to Tally, I always believe finance is the lifeline of any organization, and to control that finance, Tally is the good instrument or the software which we are enjoying it, and our finance is well controlled. Thank you so much to the Tally. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'm Dr. Manoj from Pelican, Kentara. There are three things in life which can make us happy. First is physical health. Second is mental health. And third thing is a good environment. And the first two things is in your hands. But the third thing is in our hands. Watch your footprint. I would like to appreciate the hotel for putting those glass bottles there in place of the wet bottles. I think we should give them a big hand. And sustainability starts there. Watching your footprint, Pelican Kentara helps bulk generators of waste, corporates, to watch their footprints, make their employees, we put this project in the name under Beyond the Boundaries. And we would like to take sustainability into the house of every employee of every corporate, and that is what is our goal. And coming to Tally, my PhD is in chemistry. When I came to the business, I was absolutely a big buffalo and a donkey in front of the finance. Thank you, Tally. I learned now I can make my own balance sheet and P&L account with using Tally. Thank you so much.
Very good morning. Thank you very much for this wonderful platform. See, I am representing an automobile industry, say a company, a AVG group of companies. Since it's from 1938 onwards, we are in the business. AVG Motors, the system runs on three pillars, actually: honesty, transparency, and commitment. See, normally our chairman makes a comment that don't run for profit. Only catch good customers. Others will follow. Same thing, the Tally gives us a strong support. Thank you very much also for the Kerala chapter Tally team, and also Mr. Vishnu ji, who had introduced us to this special awards system. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Once again, many congratulations to all the Champion of Cause winners. And thank you to Mrs. Jayati Singh and Mr. Thamaya for coming ahead and felicitating the winners. So with this, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to the next one on the agenda. We had 2 rounds of awards already, and now it's time to have a little insightful session. So ladies and gentlemen, on that note, the next one is an external workshop session curated by a very qualified expert. The topic for the workshop is competitive edge strategies. How do you win against industry giants? A very relevant and a much needed topic to all the entrepreneurs, the rock stars sitting out here. So ladies and gentlemen, to present the workshop, let's give it a round of applause and welcome none other than our very qualified expert, Mr. Narendra Bhandari, General Manager, CFun. Let's give him a round of applause. There he is. Over to you, sir.
Hi, good afternoon. I certainly can't match the energy of everything which is going on around here, but I'll try to give a few thoughts. My background comes from a corporate background. I was talking to Mr. Goenka that I come from a very traditional Marwadi family, grew up in the streets of Chennai. If anybody's from Madras, the place called Mint Street. You probably won't go there normally these days. It's extremely crowded. But talking about entrepreneurship, my first experience with Tally, team I should say, was when I think my dad and I convinced each other that we're going to buy a PC. I was in school, and not sure too many young folks would even remember it, but Intel used to ship a PC called 286. So we bought a 286 computer and installed a whole bunch of software and stuff like that. And one afternoon, my dad called and said, "Hey, there's somebody here you should meet. He's installing a software on our PC which will help us, do our accounts better." And I'm actually very honored to say it was Mr. Bharat Goenka himself in our office who spent incredible amount of time and energy meeting individual customers, going to customers' offices, spending the time installing, making it work, putting our sample accounts in place, and showing us how to sort of use that, right? I was probably in 11th grade or 12th grade or something like that. And I distinctly remember that story. It was a 286 PC. But anyway, fast forward, I went on to do computer science, graduated, worked in US, came back, and I was just telling him that my job got me to work with software companies all around Asia. So I went back to Mr. Goenka's office and said, listen, clearly you don't remember me, but I remember you, but I think I can help you. Right? He's like, oh, what are you going to help me with? I was like, no, I mean, you know how to do the business. I know a little bit about technology, and we had a long conversation about how the architecture of Tally at that point sort of needs to evolve, and we did some performance work and stuff. So lots and lots of engineering. But my career has been built pretty much at Intel for almost 20 years on how do we sell more hardware using applications, right? And we talk to a lot of people right from basic web, email, and every other application. But, well, after all this, I used to do investing at Intel. I came back to a firm. I represent C Fund with 3 partners. We invest in tech startups, and I love the MSME portion. And to me, the E there is entrepreneurs, right? The enterprises are, the heart is the entrepreneurs. So while every startup we invest, many of them are, forget profitable, don't even have revenue. So I would want each of them to at least reach your stage. But let's chat about a few topics, right? Let's get the deck. So the topic, as was mentioned, was how do you work in an environment where large companies seem to be getting larger, right? And the topic which was given to me was, let's figure out a way and a question of how do we work with, larger companies or compete with larger companies. Against is a strong word. Sometimes you have to work with them, and sometimes you have to compete with them, right? So both scenarios are there. I don't need to lecture people who are already winners, right? I mean, everybody here is a winner. The fact that you're here, you've clearly proven something, identified a need, figured out a segment, and like we in our industry called, you figured out PMF or product market fit or the need for the customer. Right? So the point here is you could be doing something like we heard the cup time example, right? Chai has been around for the longest time. I saw memes over the last 2 days on chai is fighting with tea. Let's see who wins. And for the folks who stayed up last night to watch the match, but right. So there was a competition between chai and tea, right? And as my daughter who lives in US will say, both will win because in US, Starbucks sells something called chai tea latte, which most Indians are like, pagal ho tum log. Like, chai tea kya hota hai? Anyway, they sell it for $6 a cup. But the point remains, something as fundamental as tea, at least to an Indian audience, can be innovated on, right? Or can be, you can do better on that. That's why, when I sort of edited this slide as it was earlier, I added, you could be building a product. Your unique value proposition could be a service, right? And that's something which each of you, as you build your businesses, should think about as to what is your business really good at and what else can you get better on, right? Sometimes it's nothing but distribution. Right? Sometimes it's nothing but operations, right? What you do, probably 20 other people in the country do, but the way you do it, the operational efficiency or the mechanisms, and there was a point in the morning, I think Mr. Anil made was about maybe we may seem unstructured, but we certainly are agile, and we'll talk about agility a little bit more. So in terms of identifying your unique value proposition, keep these in mind, and there may be more, which is why I added the ... There's 2 scenarios in this, and I want to, sort of honor you and scare you both at the same time, right? Today, all the winners, you may be awesome at all categories, or maybe not. You may be very well on one or two or three categories or more, and you can continue to get better. Your value proposition or your business need remains an advantage for a while. I love the gentleman who said, they've been around for, 3 or 4 or 5 decades. That is in some ways a mark of that you've been consistently good at several things. So as you scale your businesses, think about, I've got a great product. I heard the gentleman from Cup Time says I'm in 2 cities, or in the beep cart example said, we're in 2 cities, we want to grow more. So your product is there, your service is there, but is the scalability in that there or not is something you want to start thinking. Because if the topic is how do you win with larger companies or against larger companies, the one thing which larger companies do better than the smaller companies is scale. Right? They may not be efficient, but they scale. Sometimes they scale at a loss, which many of us can't afford to. Right? Usually you're fighting that. Right? They've got access to capital. You may not have access to free capital, or at least cheaper capital at that scale. So consistently get better on each of these metrics. Right? And we'll talk a little bit more about agility. Agile business models is something, and some of this is lots of gobbledygook English, but bottom line is you got to move faster when the market changes. So let's talk about this, right? Consumer buying has shifted, right? Has it shifted completely? Maybe not. How many of you buy online? Keep your hands higher. Keep your hands, keep your hands, keep your hands there, keep your hands there. How many of you have been to a mall recently to buy something? Okay. So how many of you have gone order sabji online? So poo, right? There you go. That's a change of behavior, right? I mean, we're getting sabji online. It's like, why? You could argue, but then why not? You could argue. So our patterns are changing, right? And in your businesses, things, I mean, you would never think of dhania patti being delivered to you. Like, what's wrong with you? My mom is like, how do I know it's a good quality? I still get yelled at when I order sabji online, right? But it's like, this is the, you pay extra, it's not good, it's not organic, these guys are liars, they don't, it's nothing. It's okay, that change. But your consumer mindset is going to shift. And sometimes it's going to shift faster than you can imagine. One recent example in the last 3 weeks, how many of you ordered Blinkit? Blinkit? Boy, that's more than I thought. No wonder they've got a $3.6 billion valuation. $3.6 billion valuation, Indian company. There's a fear they might get bigger than their parent. Right? That's changing consumer behavior. Mujhe thanda drink chahiye. I'm not even going to bother whether it's there in my fridge or not. I'm just going to blink it. And 3 cans of Coke shows up in your house. You pay $20 extra. It's like, theek hai yaar. That's consumer behavior. And some of these things, what started potentially as a marketing, effort, has become a behavior, right? This can very well extend into enterprises. We met somebody. As a venture capitalist, you get proposals every week. You meet founders every week. I probably meet on an average 5 to 7 founders a week, and we probably get 30, 40 proposals a week, on email and WhatsApp and other places, right? So you end up meeting people like yourselves who are really, really smart folks trying to figure out businesses. There's somebody who's trying to figure out interior decorations. Like, forget it, I'll just make it package. Somebody who's saying, boss, I'll give you bathroom as a package. Like, wo kya hota hai yaar? Like, no, simple. 1 lakh rupees, everything in the bathroom, fixed, package, instructions are there, sold. You can't choose the design, take it or leave it. Your plumber has instructions how to do it. It'll get done. And volume business, apparently. You don't even have to go to the store, right? Or choose ki, Jaguar ka chahiye, Mark ka chahiye, something, like done. So patterns are changing. So that's where you're going to have to start thinking of how your customers are likely to change buying. This is consumer or industrial. Regulation, geopolitical. how many of you import from China? It's okay. Say it. Don't worry about it. We won't take a picture, right? It's not bad, right? I mean, you got to do what you got to do, right? You got to run your business. Probably in a slightly larger setting, those number of hands would have been much more. Now, there was a geopolitical drive to make that in India, or at least reduce the dependency. We're not making one country or one market a monster, but reduce the dependency. Now, today, while it is sort of patriotic that we can build it, there is regulation coming. There is geopolitical pressure on you. Something as simple as sofa, right? Chairs. There's a very good chance half of these chairs came from somewhere else. Malaysia, Vietnam, China, wherever, right? Maybe they came from here. There may be a shift. Some of your raw materials may be coming here. If you're in the medical industry, some of the APIs are coming from here. Those things are going to change, right? Yesterday, we talked about lithium ion, right? Materials in batteries. It comes from all across the globe. The supply chain of these things is just crazy. We can analyze it. Start thinking of what part of your business can be affected by these regulatory changes and sort of geopolitical changes, right? One example in our portfolio is a company called Red Wing. They deliver. They're like a courier company. Okay, big deal. Why did a venture capitalist invest in a courier company? The interesting part is they deliver stuff, but they use drones to deliver stuff. At over a 50, 70 kilometer range, they go deliver medical supplies, they build up other things, they do some extremely high valuable deliveries in 3 or 4 states right now, and they make money, right? So it's a logistics company. They completely changed and they said, hey, consumers want to buy using, a drone, and, they're willing to pay for it. Now, anybody heard of something called blue ocean strategy? Not bad, not bad. Blue Ocean Strategy is a fantastic book which was written a few years ago. Funda is very simple. Go into a place where probably nobody else had been there. Very easily said, but there's an analysis of how you figure out where do you go, etc., etc. Very underserved market, or something which less number of competitors are there, and maybe there's a difficult. I mean, blue ocean also means you have to go very, very deep, and you should be prepared for it. And there are high seas, and all of that. All of those dangers exist, right? So, of all the examples you saw today, interesting companies came up and said we are serving markets. I'll give you one example. There's a company in our portfolio called Finsol. Right? What they do is there are people who buy insurance and you pay premium. For whatever economic reasons, cycles, the person cannot pay a premium for a month or 2 months or 3 months. These guys go help you pay, they finance your insurance premium, right? They help you pay the premium. Now it's like, okay, so that's a loan. What's the big deal, right? What they figured out was that loan helps not just the person who's got the insurance policy. Now think of it, if you were the insurance company, would you want to lose that customer just because he's had difficulty for 1 or 2 or 3 months? Probably not, right? The cost of losing the customer for them is extremely high, right? Then the bank is saying, oh, hey, cool. The insurance company is helping us underwrite this to some extent. You're facilitating all the paperwork. So I'll give you interest at a slightly different rate. The insurance company is going to go figure out all the paperwork and everything. My operation cost has come down. So 3 of us will work together and will provide insurance. They're doing extremely well. Right? It was an extremely underserved market. Right? I mean, we hadn't seen anybody financing insurance premium, at least not in an organized way, in a structured way, where a bank and an NBFC and an insurance company will come together and help you sort of do that, right? So capital movement is still a pretty significant market in India. So you should start looking at this. Now, the one other thing I say when you start serving underserved markets is quality. Quality, I'm sure everybody talks about quality, right? Here, I'm masking the word quality, and behind quality, at least a thought in my head as we scale. I've personally had a chance to observe China for 20 years because of my job. I used to go there from 1999 or 2000 for about 15 years, 3-4 times a year, right? The scale at which they've done things, you've got to give them credit, right? They've just executed at a scale which is something aspirational for many parts of India and many industries. While we do these things, quality. Now, quality, there are 2 or 3 aspects, right? Quality could be in the product, right? Is the product of good quality. Quality is also like in our Indian culture, we say, yeah, can I do dhanda with this person? Is he a good person to do business with? That's quality. That's your brand. And we'll talk about brand, right? Now, that will come not just because you're a nice person, you speak good English or good Kannada or good Tamil or Hindi or whatever, but it's going to come from your practices and from your ethics and your compliances, right? It's going to come from your commitments, right? Or mal 10 तारीख को पहुंचेगा means 8th रात को माल पहुंचना चाहिए. Very easily said. How many of you are actually able to do it consistently, regularly, repeatedly at the right operational cost, etc.? So there's lots of elements. When you go into newer markets, it's easy to get into the market when you can you serve it ethically in a quality. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. Technology, right? My favorite topic. We were joking that I used to sell email to banks and government organizations in 99, right? And you go like, what do you mean selling emails? Like I used to sell email. I used to tell them email is an important thing. You should consider it in your organization. I don't think, if I tell kids, it's like, yeah, you were stupid. Why do you sell email? You have WhatsApp today, right? Who uses email? It's like, well, okay, we graduated from email to WhatsApp. But one thing you can be sure of is that without technology, your business has very low chances of surviving for a long time. Let me just make it very clear, right? You have to use technology. Now, the question is, technology for what? Well, technology for operational efficiency, right? Start with Tally. At least you'll get all your numbers in place, right? You will know where you stand. पता तो चले पानी में है, ऊपर है, swimming करना है, borrow करना है. You'll know where you stand, right? Extremely critical for you to get started there. And I tell this to people that you think you're going to invest in technology next year or 6 months later or 9 months later, you're already late. Because every Nariyal Pani wala who's selling in the streets of Bangalore has a QR code and a phone. He's already ahead, right? The lady who sells us vegetables, she's got a QR code sitting there. She's already ahead. And if she's using tech at the back end for receiving payments, making payments, sending SMSs to my wife saying, Amma, ivattu ee sabji ella ready ide, photo ide, beka ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಳಿಸಬೇಕಮ್ಮ. She's already using tech. The question is, can you adopt that level of tech and of course scale it in your organization? So if you have not adopted tech at the operational level, at the product level, you're probably already late. Right? You may have made, and I know I'm sounding a little dark here, but you're probably already late, in some cases maybe very late, right? Get ahead, use technology. Technology is not going to solve all your problems, but it's going to assist you in solving problems, right? Whether it's improving a product, designing a better product, managing your operations, managing your deliveries, managing the numbers, customer relationships, right? There's a company we invested in called ClueTrack, right? Very large companies, very large brands are using ClueTrack. They're like, boss, why using ClueTrack? Of course, we know why we invested in them. They're saying, we don't even know how our customers like us. They're buying the stuff, but we don't know whether they like us. We don't know what their journey is. We don't know what their behavior is. We don't know whether they will survive with us. We don't know whether we will churn them, right? So ClueTrack is a company which does analytics for customers of very large brands, right? Many of the brand names which were discussed in the quiz about 15 minutes ago. Those guys use these kinds of analytics, right? And they feel, oh my God, we should have done this 5, 6, 7 years ago so that we would have invested correctly, right? That's what I mean by that you may be already late if you're not using tech in several parts of your businesses. Of course, there's always a question of, I've got limited capital, I can invest in a few areas. Which one's better, which one's not? You'll be the best judge. But tech is everywhere. Tech is going to disrupt you. Somebody else will figure out a better tech and probably end up disrupting you. Get ahead on this journey. Brand, right? So I worked for a company for 22 years, and the brand it represented was Intel, And that brand was amongst the top 5 most valuable brands in the world for a very long time. Today, it's a great company, but its distant competitor AMD has twice a market cap than Intel. And anybody not heard of NVIDIA? Or, okay, how many people know NVIDIA? Quite a few, right? So, simple story, if you haven't heard of NVIDIA, very simple, they are worth about $3.1 trillion in market cap as of last week. And NVIDIA as a company was 1/100th the size of Intel probably, when I was working at Intel. Things change, right? Things change. Whom you may think, "Ala, ye to mera supplier hai, ye kya karega," types, right? That guy has become 100 times more valuable than Intel today, or some order of magnitude, right? Things do change. Brands do change, not because of some silly mistake or something. It's consistent metrics, continuous investment in what your customer wanted, and you probably didn't adapt to times, and then somebody else whom you thought was a nobody, right, for a very long time, has just displaced you, where it's not even a competition anymore, it seems like, right? You're sitting at about $125 billion, $150 billion valuation. Your competitor is sitting at $3 trillion valuation, right? And the same company in my lifetime, while I was working with Intel, was 1/100th the size of Intel in terms of revenue, brand, market cap, etc., etc. So while you may feel I've got a great brand, customers love me, it's all good. If you're not measuring how much love, right? This is not a marriage. You're not married forever with your customer. The customer is not married to you. The customer has choices, right? And they will choose. Believe me, they will choose faster than you can imagine. In any business, no matter what business you are in. Customers will choose, and you have to be, paranoid about that. Like, yaar, chhod diya tha, 20 saal se bhi dhanda kar raha hu. Don't take it for granted. Invest in that customer, invest in that brand. Not just by putting fancy logos and, this thing. It's how you sort of, deal with them. That's why I keep saying, don't take your brand for granted. Don't take the loyalty for granted. In a digital age, this switches extremely fast, right? I want to end with partnerships, right? The topic given to me was, how do you sort of win against brands? So I'll switch that a little bit and say, it's not always against brands. It's with brands, with large companies at some point, right? So how do you stand on the shoulder of giants and look ahead, right? I mean, you're about this size, some large companies here. How do you figure out a way to work with them and look ahead? So keep that in mind. And this could be collaborations, this could be distribution, this could be networking, this could be brand campaigns with them. This could be joining a larger forum where you're being recognized on a Tally platform, and this gives you credibility, and you go. Similarly, your suppliers, your network. So the big companies are not always trying to shut you down. There are some other larger companies who want to make sure your business grows because they have some business interest in that. And that's where you have to start thinking, who is interested in my growth, right? Which larger company is interested in my growth, and how can I benefit from their channel, right? So start thinking of that from shoulder of giants. Sometimes they provide you efficiency, right? Sometimes they actually are able to get you market data much faster. They're able to get access to customers much faster. They're able to get you into global markets much faster. So you should think about those as you sort of, work with these sort of larger companies. They may not give you funding. They may not loan you money. They may not give you equity investment all the time, but they can fund some portions of your business or help you evolve in some portions of business. So you can think of these sort of large companies in that way also. I want to end with case studies, right? So I don't think you need more case studies than the people around you as a start, right? Everybody is innovating, doing something different, etc. But at the same time, constantly look for companies in your sector, be aware of how are other people, and some of the larger brands will share stories, right? But go deeper and figure out, okay, in my business, who else is doing what, right? Of course, you'll get the usual numbers like we do, revenue numbers, market, all that stuff. But get down to further, like, isne kya kiya? What was different? Whom did he know? Where did he connect? Which large company helped him? So in your mind, you're constantly worried about, who else did how, and start putting that case studies sort of in your head to see how you can sort of, move faster. I wanna stop here and say there are elements of good things in working with a larger company. There are competitive aspects because they have much higher access to capital, much stronger network, brand, tech, etc. But the one thing which you cannot forget, which is your strength fundamentally, is that agility, is that hunger. Like, I can do better, I can move faster, I will be closer to my customer. That's one thing, that hunger of executing faster, hunger of staying close to the customer, hunger of being more efficient, operationally efficient, even cost efficient, is probably one thing which will make you the driving force. And at least I would look at a future of any nation, including India, where MSMEs control a larger portion of the economy rather than the other way, of maybe a small portion of large companies controlling a major portion of the economy. So I really wish that MSMEs really become the driver of the economy in a significant way. And I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. That was a very knowledgeable and insightful session. It was pleasure knowing you, listening to you, and the entire PPT that you put here across. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it's time to move to the next category of awards. So the next category is the Tech Transformers Award. So, ladies and gentlemen, we call this the Tech Transformers Award because the entrepreneurs, the winners of this category, have stayed agile and used some form of digital or non-digital technology for running the operations of their business or for succeeding into their businesses. And that's why these winners are called the Tech Transformers. So, ladies and gentlemen, to present the awards to these winners, may I please request none other than Mr. Abhishek Dalmia, Head of Product Management, Tally Solutions, to please come on stage. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it a round of applause and welcome Mr. Abhishek Dalmia. There he is. All right, and on that note, ladies and gentlemen, time to announce the winners. And the first winner in the category is, any guesses? We'll see. All set? Excited? Okay, the guesses are out here. So, ladies and gentlemen, the first winner in the Tech Transformer category is none other than Mr. Manish Gupta, Director, Vendimia Foods Private Limited. There he is. Many congratulations. Vendimia Foods Private Limited is a smart online grocery store with the aim of providing clean, natural and healthy products without compromising on flavors and taste. They have established strong customer relationship management and a robust supply chain solution, enabling them to integrate AI to streamline their operations. As a company, they intend to look beyond profits and prioritize the quality of their products. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, pleasure to announce the next winner of the category. Put your hands together for the next winner, none other than Mr. Mahan Kali Santosh Kumar, Principal Architect and Founder, Maha Infra Solutions. Congratulations. A few words about Maha Infra Solution. Maha Infra Solution is an architectural firm based in Hyderabad. They offer exquisite services in the field of architecture and design and have been doing so for 7 years now. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, the next winner in the category Tech Transformer is none other than the two managing directors, Syed Nizamuddin and Syed Shahabuddin from SJ Switchgears Private Limited. Many congratulations to both of you. A little more energy in the room, people. Come on. SJ Switchgear Private Limited develops and sells low-tension switchgears, motors and submersible pumps for domestic, industrial and agricultural fields. Based in the Silicon Valley of India, they have managed to establish themselves by expanding their network across the country. Request all the winners to please stay on the right side for a group photograph in the end. Let's clap, everyone. And the next winner is Mr. Gurudat Upadhyay from Vedarsi Technologies Private Limited. Unfortunately, he's not here with us today, but let's clap for him. And the final winner in the category is none other than Mrs. Smita, Director, Our Process Outsourcing Services Private Limited. Mr. Smita. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Our Process Outsourcing Services Private Limited provides solution in product design and development, electronic design, and commercial and residential CAD design services. Let's clap for him, ladies and gentlemen. May I now request all the winners to please come on stage and we'll have a lovely group photograph with our product head. Let's clap for all the winners, ladies and gentlemen. Check. All right. A quick 30 seconds story from you guys. Please share your stories with us. Anything that you want to talk on mic.
Thanking the Almighty. Technology is best, which brings people together. Today we are here to witness that. First of all, we are honored to receive this award from the Tally Solutions. Thank you, Tally. We, SJ Switchgears Private Limited, are into manufacture of electrical switchgears and control gears. We specialize into water pumping industry. We've developed an innovative product called the Agri Robo that automates the pumping needs and help the agriculture pumping needs, and it helps the farmers to control their motors smartly. And this award is just not for the only one person who's standing here. It is the entire team which is behind it. This is for the entire team of SJ. And to my dad, wherever you are, the legacy continues. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Anirudh. I'm from Vendimia Foods. And we have a brand called Grameen Way from the roots. And we manufacture snacks and millet-based products. And Tally, thank you for this award. Thank you.
Yeah, representing our process, we've been into data digitization and moved on with AI data labeling. It's been 14 years. We started with employees 10, and now we have 1,500 plus. And it's a great proud to get this award from Tally and MSME. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Hi, everyone. And myself, Santosh. I'm from Maha Infra Solutions, Hyderabad.
I have actually started this company after somebody annoyed me so much. And it is something like, I wanted to prove them that business is also a platform where we can employ somebody. We can employ people. We can give life to so many people. And also technology. When we are talking about technology, we adapted so many softwares to the architecture that we do today. And in the market, there are so many new softwares which are coming up. We will definitely implement those too and make life simpler. And also, our main ethical being of the company is that we should not lose our tradition with the modern technology. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Very well said, all of you. Many congratulations once again. And thank you, sir, for coming over and felicitating the winners. Thank you, everybody. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with 3 categories. We did New Gen, Champion of Course, Tech Transformers. We have 2 more categories to be awarded here in the room today. Before that, ladies and gentlemen, we move to the next one, which is again a session by an expert. We call it an AI Google session. So ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you a talk by none other than Mr. Sandeep Kashyap on how SMEs can use AI, which is artificial intelligence, in their business. A few words about Mr. Sandeep before I invite you on the podium. Mr. Sandeep Kashyap is the head of emerging and early startup business for India at Google Cloud. Sandeep Kashyap is a seasoned sales leader with over 20 years of tech sales experience, 12 of which have been spent working with India's vibrant startup ecosystem and over 13 years in the cloud computing domain. He is currently the head of emerging and early startup business for India at Google Cloud. In this role, he is responsible for driving a cross-functional team of sales, engineering, and business development specialists to identify and scale the promising young startups in the country. Prior to Google, Sandeep held senior sales and leadership positions at AWS, IBM, and Sun Microsystems. He is passionate about building people-first sales organizations and contributing to the exponential growth of the startup ecosystem in India. So, Mr. Sandeep, that indeed is a lot of bio. So, let's give it a round of applause and welcome Mr. Sandeep Kashyap. Over to you.
Okay, that was a very long intro. Can we get the slides on, please? Okay. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. I know I'm in between you and lunch, so I don't want to bore you with a lot of technical jargon because people usually associate Google with a lot of technology. I'm going to keep it simple. Being in a vantage position in the industry, having the opportunity to work with a lot of different startups, a lot of SMBs, a lot of enterprises, all of them who are trying to embrace AI and use AI as a part of their businesses. It's exciting times to see a lot of different companies and a lot of different use cases. So what I'll try to do today is share some of those experiences. Also, probably just take 5-6 minutes to get everyone acquainted with what AI is, because every second article you read today on the newspaper is about AI, right? Just want to set the context on what we think in Google is AI and how it's changing, and how we're working with customers, how customers are using AI, and how therefore, as stalwarts in your industry, in your verticals, you can look at using some of those technologies as well. Right, as Google, it's our primary aim to work with organizations of all sizes and types and industries to ensure that we are helping them digitally transform their businesses. And it's been an exciting last 2 to 3 years for us with the emergence of AI. If you work with customers, there is absolute clarity that if not today, 6 months down the line or a year down the line, people are going to start using a lot of AI within their organizations. Now, the interesting part of AI is you could use it internally without exposing your products and services outside for your own employees, for your business processes, or you can use AI externally facing, where you're really changing the way your product, services, and business really interacts with the customers outside. So just to set the context, right, how this has evolved and where we are today, I've just built like a small example. I don't know how many here did computer engineering courses, but long ago in college when we were sort of doing this, right? So let's take an example where we say, describe a cat. In whatever programming language you were trying to build, you would probably say, there's a cat, and you give a bunch of different parameters saying, this is an animal, legs is X, tail is Y, and stuff like that, right? Where you were giving all the inputs and the program was very dumb, right? It'll take whatever you're giving. This is what we call as traditional programming, right? Now, over the last 20 years, AI is not something new, right? Neural networking and a lot of other topics, especially started with a lot of universities and has taken off in a lot of business use cases as well, where it evolved to the program or the system at least having intelligence to identify if you show the image of a cat, it's learned enough to say, okay, is this a cat or is this not a cat, right? This is almost like you're trying to enter a website and it says, identify all the traffic lights to go ahead, right? And you need to click on all the boxes to prove that you're human. It's so funny that you're proving that you're human to a machine and it's asking you questions, right? Very similar where this is the level of technology when it comes to neural networks and things like that, where it can identify. Today what has happened is that you can make the system or the program learn so much. Imagine all the literature, all information, all data, all medical journals available about cats is fed to a system and it has the ability to learn it, right? And you as a user can go and say, tell me everything you know about a cat. And essentially, this is what the AI we're talking about today in terms of its maturity. It's started from developing what we call large language models, which can consume millions and millions and millions of different data inputs for it to train itself so that it's then in a position to come back and give any sort of answers. Now here, you're asking a question, right? So this could be a text question where you're saying, tell me everything about a cat. Now with generative AI, it's completely changed where the system itself can generate either a picture or a video or audio files. You can give your inputs in multiple ways, and that's how the whole generative AI landscape today is getting what we call multimodal, which means that it's not just a text input that you're giving, it could be multiple input formats and multiple output formats for you to sort of consume. Right? So I briefly touched upon this. This is what we call as large language models. So every second day, you hear something about a different LLM being launched by somebody or a latest version. You would have heard things like ChatGPT, which is a LLM, Google's own product, which is called Gemini. Facebook has something called Llama. So all these are different LLMs. We have a lot of very interesting Indian startups trying to build India-specific LLMs, which are training data on Indian languages and Indian content. You would have heard of companies like Sarvam AI. So very interesting space where a lot of different LLMs are being developed across the world. And like I told, when we were asking about the cat, we were basically saying, tell me everything you know about a cat, which is basically something that you've typed, right? But there are multiple models in which you can interact. It could be text, it could be chat, it could be images. Input could be images, output could be images. It could be speech, it could be code. Now you have a lot of AI which is actually helping generate code and integrate code, which is software code. These are what we call as the foundational models today for generative AI. And at Google, we've been very lucky that even before this became a hot topic and a massive boom, Google has been pretty much working for a very long time on multiple technologies that sort of enable each of these models, right? So I'm not going to go into the technology specifics. Just letting you know that Google's own LLM, which a lot of customers today are using, is called Gemini, extremely popular. It is multimodal, which means that your inputs could be in any format, outputs could be in any format. You have very flexible models on ticket sizes. It could be very large model, small model, and a bunch of other things, right? I'm not going to go into the details of this, but just briefly touching upon what it is. To show a practical example, I've actually got a small video here. This is what we call search and summarization. Now, what we've done in this video is looked at a PDF file where they're looking to extract certain information coming out of a PDF file, right? So let me just play this video. Brief 1 second. Okay, I guess the video is not playing. Okay, I'm just going to skip this. Cool. So the majority of the session, I just wanted to focus on what we call as use cases and the problem statements that we have with customers today. And I don't want to go through this laundry list. It's, you're the best of the industry. I don't want to sort of preach to the choir. But you're all pretty aware of some of these problems, right? People shortages, how do you drive efficiency within your internal processes? I think the gentleman who came on stage earlier from CFund spoke about changing customer mindsets, how they're going completely digital, how do you understand your customer better, and a lot of other problems that you as founders or business owners are now having to deal with. So these are pretty much standard issues that we're seeing. But interestingly, a lot of our customers today are using AI in very interesting ways to sort of address some of these problems, right? And I'll spend a couple of minutes on identifying what that is. So the very first thing is content creation and generation. With generative AI, let's say you have a website, you have a portal, or you have a catalog of images, you can actually use generative AI to create images and have it uploaded, right? Otherwise, for somebody who's been in the retail space, for example, you know how difficult cataloging is. Every photo needs to be taken of every SKU in every format. It becomes extremely difficult, right? So you can actually give an input image, let's say, of a lace packet, 100 grams, and say, this is a 100 grams lace packet. Create images of lace packets for me in XYZ flavor of 100 gram sizes, 200 gram sizes, and it'll create those images for you, right? So think of every particular use case where creation of your product catalogs, product information, or if you have to do, let's say, videos. The last category of awards, we had actually somebody who had submergible pumps and were manufacturing a lot of those items, right? So imagine you have to create a video of, how to use my product, right? All this today is a very time-consuming and expensive process. It's a great starting point for a lot of companies to start looking at the generative AI to get it out of the block without spending too much from a technology standpoint, right? The other thing is customer interaction and engagement. This is a very, very popular use case via chatbots. I actually have some practical examples of companies who've done this. And especially when there are issues of having to maintain large, let's say, contact centers, having to train them, managing their attrition. A lot of these are typical problems in the contact center world, right? We are seeing more and more customers sort of pivot to this, where you're having bots which can be trained on your products, on your FAQs, on your common issues. And a lot of that is human-like, right? You've also seen some where it'll have only 3 or 4 questions and people get irritated that the bot is asking only standard questions. You can have human-like interface here because you have LLMs today which mimic a human, right? We are working with one of the startups where The voice interaction could also be mimicked based on your own salespeople, right? Let's say you have some 5 salespeople, you can record their voice and the chatbot talks back to the customer in that person's voice, right? Very interesting possibilities, and this is a very popular use case. A lot of customers are trying to address this, which reduces the effort on customer engagement. Personalization is something which is very interesting. Today, I know hundreds of emails and SMSs and calls we get with dear sir or madam, right? It's very offending. You know that they have no clue who you are and sending, very generic communication. But with a lot of generative AI content, you can personalize a lot of this communication going out. You can personalize what channels it goes out through, where you can say somebody is more responsive to, let's say, WhatsApp messages versus emails, and I only send them WhatsApp messages. And you can say that probably they're the most responsive between 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock in the evening versus sending a WhatsApp message at 2 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon, right? So you can go to that level of customization and personalization, which makes it extremely interesting for a lot of your customers, which is a very interesting thing to solve, right? And for those of you who are using Google Meet, which is our communication suite, a lot of these AI technologies are already invented into a lot of the Google products, right? The Google Meet product is one of them for your email and collaboration. So any of the emails that you send out, actually, you already get a prompt today saying, do you want to word this better? Do you want to personalize this based on information which is already there in some of the underlying system and things like that, right? You can look at bringing in efficiencies into your systems, project management. Some of the cool things that LLMs are solving with project management is extremely interesting. In fact, one of the most interesting job profiles in the market in the next 2 to 3 years are what we call as prompt engineers. These are people who have the skill and the idea to ask the right questions to the LLMs. A lot of colleges, universities today are actually training or building course around prompt engineering. So you can actually design full courses, you can manage projects, you can launch education series, all just by giving the right prompts to the LLM and iterating on the right set of prompts. Prompts are the inputs that you give to the LLM, which was like, tell me all about a cat, right? The more detailed you get in your question, the more detailed the response. The other thing is a lot of the AI components are embedded into some of the services that we offer. The biggest example is if you're using Google Docs, and today it could be your personal Gmail, it could be your office email suite. You will already see this available to you in terms of summarizing a lot of content of documents which are already there. In Google Meet, for example, if there is a meeting going, by the click of a button, it can actually summarize and take notes of the entire conversation. It'll tell who spoke what and put it in the right order. And once that meeting is actually done, to everybody who is there as a part of the meeting invite, it actually sends out minutes of meeting. And we use this extensively within our organization. A lot of other customers are using, but very fun ways of ensuring that any of these collaboration meetings and discussions that you're having could be made a lot more efficient and better without you having to spend cycles. You can make real-time multi-language captions in some of the meetings if you have people who don't understand a single language. So all of these things are very exciting things that you can sort of use. You don't have to spend a lot of time with IT teams and technology in doing this. It's available out of the box for a lot of our customers. So this is a very detailed slide, but I just wanted to use this to show that irrespective of which industry you're in, there are already hundreds of use cases which have been identified, which you can look to tackle, right? I'll give you a couple of examples, and I have both ends of the spectrum in terms of how people are using AI to build something, right? On one end, we have a customer that we're working with, which is in the video content generation space. It's a platform for social media creators. You would have seen the thousands of reels and TikToks being circulated everywhere, right? So their platform actually allows people to create short platform videos and long format videos. So creators can actually create a long video and use that platform to cut it down into smaller snippets of different qualities, insert a lot of text. A lot of heavy-duty AI is actually used in building all this, but it is entirely about social media and content creation, right? On the other end of the spectrum, you have a very traditional industry. So we have a customer in Chennai. This is a company called Dwara E-Dairy, where if you look at getting livestock for your farms as a farmer, and if you want loans to buy, let's say, buffaloes or cows, the bank doesn't have a mechanism to call it as livestock. It'll say it's an agriculture loan, right? And the cash flows that you can generate with that is very different to cash flows that you can generate with actual land, where your durations are very long and things like that, right? Very interestingly, what they've done, they've used some of the AI technologies, just like we have fingerprints, which is very unique to all of us. Apparently, if you look at the face of any cattle, the dots that you see on the nose, it's a very distinctive pattern. So apparently, it's like their fingerprints. And by taking images, they can identify that this is actually cattle of what size category. Then they take photo of the entire cow with the udders and put it into the AI system, which they have built. And it is going to generate a prediction in terms of how much milk this cow is going to generate. And for a period of time, they can actually predict a cash flow, which is going to be generated based on the milk that this cattle is going to produce. Now, because it's a unique fingerprint, they can also identify that this is a very unique cow or a buffalo, right? Which is not the same as thousands of others who are there. So you can identify an individual asset for which you can give a loan. So there are banks today which have now categorized cattle loan separately from agricultural loan, and the risk profiles for this are as different as 1% for cattle loans versus 7 to 8% for agricultural loans. So the way they're able to disburse loans for this specific requirement, the customers actually used AI to create a completely new category of loans, which is beneficial for the farmer, which is beneficial for the bank, I guess beneficial for the cattle as well, right? So both ends of the spectrum, one very new age social media, and on the other end, something which is very fundamental to how do you do business. But the point I'm trying to drive is, irrespective of what industry you're in, there are multiple use cases available. And you should look at what are some of the common use cases people are trying to solve in your industries and try to embed some of that into your businesses. So we working with a bunch of different customers who are using this to build their own solutions within their organizations. So I thought I'll pick a couple of them and walk you through that. So insurance is a very interesting category. While it's been very traditional, you would have heard of the Accos and the Digits of the world, which are new age companies, and traditional industries being threatened by new companies, right? And HDFC Ergo is a very traditional organization. Sorry. So what they actually did is they had so many offerings, it was very confusing for customers, and the website was not very intuitive. They combined all multiples of products that they had into what they call an insurance super app to provide to consumers today, and made it super interactive. I think the sort of engagement, the customer engagement that they've been able to drive with existing customers and new customers from a sales standpoint is phenomenal, right? I think one of the technical details of the products that they've used, the way they've done the implementation, everything, we've actually shared it on our website. It makes for a very interesting case. Like I told, the chatbot and the personal assistant is becoming a very, very popular use case and a starting point for a lot of customers. So Federal Bank, which is one of the South Indian banks, considered generally very tech savvy, they have started this personal assistant, online personal assistant called Fedi, which uses a lot of the LLMs behind, and phenomenal results that they've been able to drive in a very traditional area like banking customer support center, right? Otherwise, they've had to hire, maintain, train hundreds and thousands of back-end support engineers. And they foresee that this is only going to grow, and they're able to save a lot of costs or have customer support executives only get in for high-value engagements or high-value transactions, rather than 80%, which is the bulk engagements, which are very standard and repeatable. Very similar use case, completely different industry. And this is in Apollo 247. We're working very closely with Apollo hospitals. And I think the volume of information here, well, you looked at HDFC, for example, it's more around product and product information that's very easily sort of captured. But if you look at something like healthcare, where the questions that you can get or the queries that you get could be extremely complicated, not straightforward, and these are not yes or no answers, right? But they've taken a first step and built this platform called Ask Apollo, which is helping not just patients, but what we found is most of the queries actually come from people who are helping out the patients, right, which are families and relatives who need a lot more information. In a lot of situations, the patient actually might not be in a situation to consume a lot of information. I just shared, some of these use cases with you to show that across the board, there are multiple sort of use cases. What I would definitely recommend is there is also a case of FOMO where everybody wants to say, oh, I'm using AI within my company and try to build or use something fancy. My request, having worked with a lot of different companies, is that start small, look at something which is actually a core issue for you, and if you can look at solving parts of that, if not entirely, you don't need to solve 100%. If you can use some of these technologies to solve 70, 80% of your problem to start with, this technology itself is very iterative. You'll find that in 6 months, it'll get better. In 12 months, it'll get even better with your own data, with the public data which is available. So start small, look at a core problem that you have, and then try to expand. And you'll be able to reach a particular stage where you can confidently say that you're not just using AI as one of your back-end support frameworks, but using them to develop products, go to market, and build a lot of new technologies. Right? So that's briefly what I had. If you have any questions, happy to answer them. I'm just around as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sandeep. I mean, I have no words to narrate how insightful and informative your talk and the entire presentation and the information that you put to the audience was. So, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, let's give it a round of applause to our very own and very talented Mr. Sandeep Kashyap. So, I now request our Managing Director once again, Mr. Tejas Goenka, to come on stage and felicitate our speakers. So, let's welcome Mr. Tejas with a huge round of applause. A little more energy in the room, team. Come on. Thank you very much, Sandeep. It's an honor to have your presence in Tally MSME Honours 2024. Thank you very much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it's time to announce the winners of the next category. Any guesses what the next category is? You just give us the award and that's enough. Your expressions are like that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let me announce the next category. And the next one is called the Business Maestro category. And why we call it Business Maestro, this award is given to categories in which we recognize business stalwarts, the rock stars who have withstood the test of time and continue to grow. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, I would like to announce the first winner of the Business Maestro category, and the first winner in this category is none other than Ms. B. Fatima, the Director of 3D Arc Prevision. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, the winner is not with us, but let's clap and congratulate her. All right, the next one, ladies and gentlemen, is Ms. Asha Raj, partner from Breakthrough Solutions. Again, the team is not with us, so I will straight away move to the next one. So the next one is none other than, okay, before I invite the winner, I would like to call upon the speakers to felicitate. So ladies and gentlemen, the next category will be presented by none other than the DBS representative, Mr. Anil Kumar Balan. Let's give him a round of applause. The gentleman from DBS to please come on stage. And along with Anil, we have Mr. Anil Bhargavan, Zonal Head South India Tally Solutions, to join him for presenting the awards. Let's give them a round of applause. A little more energy in the room, people. Come on. And now, moving on to the third winner of the category. The third winner is none other than Mr. Sukumar Shetty, Director, Home Medics India Private Limited. Let's give him a round of applause. Congratulations. Established in 2004 in Bengaluru, Karnataka, Home Medics India Private Limited specializes in medical equipment such as oxygen concentrators, nebulizers, and medical gloves. Let's give it a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Many congratulations to Mr. Sukumar. Moving on to the next winner. The next one is none other than Mr. Jagadishwaran M, Managing Director, MMJ Ceramics Private Limited. Many congratulations. Based in Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu, MMJ Ceramics Private Limited has redefined the bathware industry since 2013 with their fusion of design, comfort, and quality. Let's give him a round of applause. And the next winner in the category is none other than Mr. Shriyans Kumar Jain from Sanjay Polymers. Let's give him a round of applause. A little more energy in the room. Come on, everyone. Many congratulations. Founded in Bengaluru in 1998, Sanjay Polymers has emerged as a leader in the plastic extrusion industry, specialized in customized extruded products such as plastic profiles and tubes. I now request all the category winners to please come forward. We have 3 winners right here, so to please come forward for a beautiful group picture. Many congratulations. Let's once again clap for everyone. Come on. Once again, I request the winners to stay back and share your stories. You'll have 30 seconds to 1 minute. Anything that you want to talk about your business to the audience.
Good afternoon. My name is Jagdishwaran. I started my business 10 years back. I have a sanitary ware and bath fittings under the brand name Chrysler. A few minutes back, we had a speaker who was talking about fighting or competing with giants. That's what happened to me literally. And we identified the gap that making a house is a dream for everyone. And the sanitary and bath fittings is used at the end of construction. By the time all the money in the hand or loans are dried out. So we found a gap that the international and national brands are not able to affordable by all the people. So for a common man to make a house, so we wanted to give a quality product with an affordable price, same time giving the same quality and services. So we could able to catch that market properly and able to scale it up. And also we are able to find out the pain points and the gaps available in the market, which is not being addressed properly by the big giants. So we are able to grow continuously and we are able to create a market and in our space. So thanks Tally, and we have a lot of customers and dealers for our brand now. And Tally is helping us to streamline our business in a systematic and professional way. So we keep growing. One of the supporters is Tally. So Tally, thanks for giving this award and honoring us, and we will keep growing because of your support. Thanks a lot.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Shreyans. My company is Sanjay Polymers, and we are one of the preferred vendors with most of the OE bus manufacturers in India. There is no bus in India which has been manufactured without a single part coming from Sanjay Polymers, Bangalore. So, in fact, we are doing customized profiles, and we are one of the preferred partners in most of the automobile companies. So today, any bus in India which is being built, it has to be catered by us. It's a privilege that Tally has been helping us for the last, this is our 25th year, and we have grown with Tally, and Tally has made finance simpler for us. Thank you. Thank you, Tally.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sarthak Shetty. I am from Homedics India Private Limited. Our directing manager could not be here today. Sorry, managing director could not be here today because at 63 years old, he's still the hardest worker in the firm, and he's busy. So we, the rest of the team, maintain the same commitment, and going forward, we'll continue to do so. Hopefully win a lot more of these. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And once again, many congratulations to the winners. Thank you to our DBS partner for coming on stage. And thank you, Anil, as well. So ladies and gentlemen, I know a lot of waiting is happening for receiving the awards of all the categories. So without further ado, I would like to move on to the next category, which is a very special and my personal favorite, none other than Wonder Woman category. So ladies and gentlemen, a few words about why we call it the Wonder Woman. As the name says, this category of award recognizes women entrepreneurs who are chasing their dreams and have redefined businesses today. They are superstars, they are rock stars, none other than they are the women rock stars, and that's why we call it the Wonder Woman category. It gives me a lot of pride and honor to announce this category of awards. So with this, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, and before I invite the winners on stage, I'd like to call the presenters. I'd like to welcome none other than Mr. Ambrish Jain, Chief Information Officer, Tally Solutions, to please come on stage. Let's welcome him with a huge round of applause. All right, and the first, okay, before I announce the winner, we also have a small video clip for this category. May we have the video, please?
Meet the owner of this bamboo business that might just save the planet.
Hi, I'm Indrani, winner of Tally MSME Wonder Woman and founder of Bamboos.
She's a role model to many with her sustainable business which uses bamboo to create unconventional designs in manufacturing and infrastructure.
Bamboo is 100% eco-friendly and renewable material. We use bamboo for making structures and value-added products.
Bamboo has so many advantages. Why people in India don't use it much?
In India, we have been thinking that bamboo is non-durable and it attracts insects. And also it is considered as poor man's timber. Now time has come to make a change.
It's time to have a long-range view. and focus on the environment.
As an engineer, we are studying different uses of bamboo and its application both in its natural and engineered form.
Indrani left her stable job to start this business of bamboos only because she was passionate about nature.
We have traveled extensively to the remotest part of India, especially Northeast India, to learn about bamboo, local artisans and their skill set.
It's amazing that many employees at Bamboos don't have formal education but are doing wonders. It gives Indrani a sense of fulfillment that through bamboos she can give back to society. It was that one decision to turn her passion into profession that changed everything for her and the people around. I mean, look at this. This is bamboo parking. Truly the Wonder Woman of Tally MSME Honours. As we all know, it all starts with one.
Wonderful. It all starts with one, as the video says. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, announcing the first Wonder Woman to get the award. The first one is none other than, any guesses, ladies out there? This is the last category of the awards day today. Any guesses? Did you get the script before in hand or what? Okay, the slide. That's cheating, huh? All right, the first Wonder Woman to get the award is none other than Parameshwari Natarajan, CEO Graviton. Let's give a round of applause. Many congratulations. Gravitoons, established in 2013 in Karur, excels in coaching for NEET, JEE, CUET, NATA, IPMAT and foundational classes for grades 6 to 10 with 25 experienced staff across 3 branches. The company has trained over 2,500 achievers. Many congratulations for celebrating this milestone. Moving on, the next winner, the next Wonder Woman to be receiving the award is none other than our very own proprietor, Mrs. Deepthi Goyal from Ardens. Let's give it a round of applause to Deepthi. Many congratulations to the proprietor herself. Ardens, a leading manufacturer of Erica leaf dinnerware, serves 3 continents with eco-friendly, biodegradable and compostable tableware. Many congratulations, Deepthi. Let's clap. Team, a little more energy in the room. Come on, everyone. Wonderful. The next winner in the category Wonder Woman is Mrs. Lakshmi Gadiraju, founder and CTO at FEGO Global. There she is. Many congratulations. FEGO Global, a premier global procurement technology provider, offers cloud-based solutions tailored to the unique needs of clients. With over 20 years of experience in solution architecture and procurement excellence, the company specializes in customized technology, consulting and managed services to streamline procurement operations. Many congratulations. Okay, and the fourth winner in the category is none other than Mrs. Maugna Krishnan, Director, ProBook Software Development Company. Unfortunately, she's not here with us, but let's clap for her. Many congratulations to Maugna Krishna. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the next one is the last winner of Wonder Woman category. And with this, we finally come to the end of the award ceremony of Tally MSME Honours 2024. So the last winner in the Wonder Woman category is none other than Mrs. Chitra Swami, Director, Delving Research and Development Private Limited. Many congratulations.
many congratulations. May I please request all the Wonder Women to come on stage for a group photograph. Come on. Alright, time for a picture perfect. Yes. Can you all go forward? Many congratulations. Audience, let's give it a round of applause to all the wonderful Wonder Women out here on the stage. And now, ladies, would you like to take a moment, quick 30 seconds, each one of you, to share your stories? Because for me, it's a moment of pride and honor. Everywhere there are women entrepreneurs. Being one myself, I love that moment of pride when women share their stories. So excited to listen to you as well.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I would like to thank Tally for such a wonderful event, to be able to encourage and support fellow MSMEs and entrepreneurs. I think it's a great privilege to be here with all of you guys, because many a times as entrepreneurs, we don't have many people to talk about. It's probably a little lonely up there, but then being able to see so many people around in a similar mindset is definitely very encouraging. And today probably is one of the days when I get to see so many women around me. I mean, I've participated in a lot of events earlier, especially being from the tech and IT industry. The boardroom is always full of a lot of men. And I think in the start of the event today, we talked about inclusivity. I think we are almost there already, and I'm so happy about it. Thank you all for the opportunity.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Deepthi Goyal, proprietor of Earthens. Our product is foodware for nature lover. We are into manufacturing of Earthens dinnerware made up of areca sheet. We were talking about only one. So ours is the only one product on this earth which is 100% eco-friendly. And we already have our presence in the developed nation like US, UK, Europe, Singapore, Australia with our own brand. And now our target is India, to create that awareness to use eco-friendly product and go green with Earthens. And last but not the least, I would like to thank Tally Solutions for this wonderful opportunity, and also Tally as like my right hand to work. So I'm very thankful for that. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Parameshwar Nadarajan. I'm CEO of Gravitone's Entrance Exam Coaching Institute. And I would like to thank Tejas for his nice initiative to bring all the women entrepreneurs and other good entrepreneurs here in this gathering. So, how many of you are from rural background? Please raise your hands. Yes. So the rural background students have an urge, they have a hunger to achieve, but many of the students don't know how to achieve. I am a recipient of Tamil Nadu Young Scientist Award. And my husband, Dr. Nadarajan, he got Tawaz Fellowship and finished his PhD in world famous university, Sao Paulo State University. We decided to stay at Karur, which is a rural background known for its a good growth in textile industry, but not so much in education. We decided to uplift our student. So I took education as a leverage to bring the students who have real hunger to achieve much and more. Within a span of 3 years, we produced 5 IITians, and this year thank you. Our student bagged 516th All India rank position. That's the greatest achievement, I believe. And we have produced 15 girl child who is going into MBBS, government medical college. So that's a great achievement. I have a vision to uplift the students' community, that too especially from underprivileged background. This institute, Gravitons, is created by a woman, that's me, run by women, and its cause is to uplift women. Thank you very much.
Very good afternoon, my dear brothers and sisters. It's going to be a 1-minute interesting story. I started my career as a young assistant engineer from Kadambare Power House, first Asian pump storage. 15 years of electrical experience and 11 years as IT head of Coimbatore. See, the challenge is marrying the cutting edge technology of machine learning, artificial intelligence with the electrical distribution network, Ohm's law and Kirchhoff's law. There were very few in India who can do it. I did it with my doctorate, optimization of distribution network and loss reduction. And I could not stop with that. We want innovative IoT product. So it triggered my voluntary retirement from the post of Deputy General Manager of Tamil Nadu Electricity Board and started Delving Research and Development Private Limited. And I had only one lone investor, none other than my husband, Mr. Narayana Swamy, and inspired by Tally for sustainability, we started with ERP solutions and a Profit Max, which is a billing software, which we did automation from quotation to finished goods. Then the trust will not stop there, because the reason I came out of the so-called secure job is to make this innovation, pushing the boundaries. So we came out with the product multi-features IoT smart meter, which is the Del Smart IoT. First time in India, we were able to put in the distribution transformer without capacitor bank bursting in Indore and proved in Powerthon 2022, which is Ministry of Power's initiative. And we got selected, and they have empaneled our panel in REC also. So this journey is very interesting. In 2022, it was a Smart Startup of the Year by India Smart Grid Forum. Then it was Insync 3.0. I was a national winner from IntelliSmart, by IntelliSmart. And last time, national finalist of 2023. Now it is from Tally. But all these things I am dedicating to my team. The dedicating to my team is a very, very simple word, because the trust is the simple word. They have submitted, they have surrendered to my vision. The vision is very huge. I have put the ladder on the sky, not on the roof. I wanted to put this device in each and every distribution transformer of the nation, which is going to save millions of rupees for the country. It is the power quality, energy efficiency, and harmonics detection and rectification device. So it goes from 10 HP to solar renewables and 1000 kVA transformer also. So that's my vision. And my team normally says we get more awards, madam, when the reward will come, when the revenue model will be set up. So I think I am here with the Tally platform. So I have read the story of the history of the Tally. So from there they started, and now from where they are. So when I started here to Tally platform, I told them, this is going to be the breakthrough award for us. Delving Research and Development Private Limited is going to prove the revenue model in the coming years. Thanks a lot. And we have another investor now, which is Sign IIT. I wanted to thank them. It is the Society for Innovation and Technology Forum of Bombay IIT. So apart from one investor, I have more investors coming in now. Thanks a lot. I have taken more time. Thank you. Thanks a lot. I thank you all. I wish all of you the best wishes and the best to come for all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing that beautiful step-by-step journey of yours in building your business. I mean, no doubt why all of you are called the Wonder Womans and have been qualified for winning this category. So ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a round of applause. One last time, thank you and many congratulations once again. Thank you. Check. All right, so now ladies and gentlemen, moving on to one final announcement as part of the awards. So ladies and gentlemen, now is a Tally Partner Winner announcement. So we have another Wonder Woman winning the Wonder Woman Award, but I would like to have this as a special mention because she is a Tally partner. The journey of Tally would not have been this successful had we not got the support of our incredible Tally partners. And we are excited to announce our Tally partner winner who have helped making MSME Honours 2024 a grand success. So ladies and gentlemen, with immense pride and honor, I'd like to announce the Tally partner winner who's won under the Wonder Woman category. She is none other than Mrs. Vishnu Priya from Shakti Business Services and Education. Let's give her a round of applause. And I invite our Managing Director, Mr. Tejas Goenka, to please come on stage and felicitate the winner. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a few words about Shakti Business Services and Education. Established in 2019, has achieved remarkable growth, serving over 800 business clients and training 700 plus students across Tamil Nadu. Let's give her a round of applause for winning under the Wonder Woman category. Many congratulations, ma'am. Thank you, Tejas. Thank you very much. So with this, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of Tally MSME Honours 2024 Awards ceremony. Like I promised you in the beginning, we will have a lot more. We will have the experts talking. We will have a presentation, multiple category awards, and a lot more. So I hope all of you had a beautiful time in Tally MSME Honours 2024. And before we proceed the lunch, we have a small dose of entertainment to pump up the blood and to have a little more rise in the energy in the room. So presenting to you a small dose of entertainment, and I will allow the team to quickly set up the stage.
Yeah, Amit. Yeah, you can. Yeah, 10 minutes.
All right, in the meantime, as ready? Okay, they were too quick. I was ready to come to the audience with 2-3 engagement questions, but I think the team is ready. So ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you the very own, the very talented team called Boom Whackers to rise and pump up the blood in the room. All right, over to you. Thank you.
Mike, hello, check. Can all of you hear me loud and clear? Yes. I cannot hear you. Little loud? Okay. So can all of you raise your hands like this? I'm going to count from 1 to 5. You need to clap when I say 5. Ready, guys? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have not said 5 till now. Put your hands down. Okay. So what we are going to do, we are going to do an activity, musical thing. So it's called Boom Whacker. Please search under your tables. Please, everyone, search under your tables. There is a, you can see there is a colorful pipes. So it's not a plastic pipe. It's a called instrument. It's called a boom whackers. It's a melody instrument. So you can hold it like this and just you can play it like this. Everyone, you can find on under the chair. Okay, all right. So everyone, and stop. So now we are just making noise. Now we are going to play some music, okay? So I will count while I am giving a count of 3. So I'll tell you, so 1, 2, 3, you have to play once. After 3, you have to play once, okay? Let me check. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I'll say 2, you have to play. Okay? So 1, 2. 1, 2. Now I'll say 3, you'll have to play. Okay? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. So it's like 1, boom. 2, boom, boom. 3, boom, boom, boom. Now 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, very nice. Now we are going to play with the song, with the AV. So we need to know the parts of the AV. So 3 rhythm we are going to introduce. So the first rhythm is this. You need to play with me. So you need to play with me just. This is the first rhythm. 1, 2, 3, go. With me. Don't get faster. 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. So this is the first rhythm. The second rhythm is this. Pa, 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 pa. Stop. With the beat. 1, 2, 3, play. All right, all right. Now the third rhythm is this. So the count is like 1, 2, 3, 4. So you need to play on 2 and 4. Okay? Everyone. So 1, 2, 3, play. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now 1, 2, 3, 1, yeah, 2, 3. Excellent. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now the first rhythm, you know, boom, 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 boom. The second rhythm is 1, 2, tap, 2, 3. The third rhythm is 1, 2, 3. Okay. So the first rhythm will be played by Pink. So you need to keep on playing this 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And the second rhythm is played by this team. So orange. So it's like pa, 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 pa. Got it? And the third rhythm, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to play 2 and 4. Okay? So we are going to start together. Let's try once and then we'll play with the heavy. Okay? So remember the part. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, now I think we are ready to play with the Avi. So can we have the track 3, please? Little sound. Stop, 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 stop. Can we push start from the beginning? Stop, stop. Can we the volume up little bit? Stop, stop. Little up, little up, little up. Now. Push the volume.
हिम्मत है तो रोको और जुर्रत है तो मानो रे आज हवेली में रखती है जान खून में तेरे मिट्टी मिट्टी में तेरा खून खून में तेरे मिट्टी मिट्टी में तेरा खून ऊपर अल्लाह नीचे धरती बीच में तेरा जुनून रे सुल्तान
Give a big round of applause for you guys. Excellent. Thank you very much. That's all. I think you guys have fun. Enjoy your rest of the day. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I request you to settle down? I now can see the urge to quickly go for the lunch, but just 2 more minutes. Come on, everybody, have your seats. All right, so I hope all of you enjoyed the Boom Backers activity. Yes? No? Come on? Fantastic. All right, so may I have a little bit of your attention now for the next 2 minutes? 2 minutes. May I have your attention, everybody? Looks a lot of fun and energy. Fantastic. Thank you to the Boom Backers team for doing it so well, for being so energetic and making our audience enjoy the session. Silence. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, with this, may I have a little bit silence and attention, please? Thank you. So with this, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of Tally MSME Honours 2024. Tally MSME, a global platform celebrating businesses and MSMEs making an impact. So ladies and gentlemen, it's a moment of pride to be reaching the 4th edition of Tally MSME Awards 2024 now. All right, thank you. So with this, ladies and gentlemen, once again, many congratulations to all the winners, the MSMEs, entrepreneurs, rock stars, the business stalwarts sitting out here. Many congratulations for winning different categories of awards. So let's give it a round of applause to all the winners sitting here. As Tally claims, it all starts with. So I just urge all the entrepreneurs out there to keep up your one idea, one decision, one dream, active, work towards it, and success is definitely coming your way. So thank you to all the winners for putting in your hard work, and you definitely deserve this. Next, ladies and gentlemen, a big thank you to Tally for organizing this wonderful event and giving this amazing opportunity for all the entrepreneurs and the rock stars out there. And a big thank you to our supporting partners, DBS and MyBiz by MMT. So let's give it a round of applause to Tally and the supporting partners for making this 4th edition of MSME Honours 2024 a grand success. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say a big thank you to all of you. You were my incredible audience. I thoroughly enjoyed hosting all of you and see those smiles and the energy from the beginning to the end. You guys were fantastic and super energetic. So a big round of applause to all of you in the audience out there. So with this, ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the end of MSME Honours 2024. I would love to see you all in the next edition, next year in Tally MSME Honours. We have an MSME networking area outside where some of our winners of last year are displaying their products and services. So do visit through the area and enjoy a fabulous networking lunch. Thank you very much. This is MC Roshni signing off for the day. It was a pleasure hosting you all. Thank you very much and have a great rest of the day. So to all of them, or to some of you preferring Jain food, please connect with our Tally representative outside. They'll just guide you towards the Jain food section. May I request all the winners to one last time come on stage for a group photograph. All the winners of all the categories. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. This is MC Roshni signing off for the day. Thank you and have a great day. See you all in the next edition. Thank you. Thank you. It was my pleasure hosting you all. Yes. It's not Bonvita for sure. Check. May I request all the winners of all the 5 categories to quickly come on stage for a quick, nice group photograph. And I would love to join the winners as well. May I request our MD, Mr. Tejas, to please come forward. We'd love to have your presence for a group photograph with all the winners. All the winners on the stage. Quickly and proudly display your trophies. That's a moment of pride. Yes. All right, 3, 2, 1, say cheers. You all can say cheers, team. Come on, that was for you. Okay, I'll give you a countdown, okay? 3, 2, 1. Lights, camera, and action. Okay, so now they want to get their trophies. Now, quickly, come on. Okay. Okay, let's do this. I'll give you a countdown, 3, 2, 1. And when I say 3, 2, 1, you all have to just proudly lift your trophies and do anything. Okay, anything funky. Okay, everybody here? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Lights, camera, and action. Once more. Okay, that's a lot now. Prior to lunch. Okay, one last time. 3, 2, 1. Lights, camera, and action. Thank you, team. Fantastic. Once again, congratulations. Do enjoy a fabulous networking lunch. Thank you.